Hello everyone and welcome back to another session of Dark Souls 3 focused PvP. So today we are starting things off with the wooden hammer and the Twin Prince's Greatsword. Also we are in fact celebrating the fact that I have a bunch of weapons. And that's a good thing. Hello friend, Warden Twin Blades, curved sword things, bleed buff. This is not going to go well. I rolled through the blood loss. How did that... Eh, whatever. No, I'm not gonna do an R1. You're just gonna keep spamming that attack. And death. Shocking. Truly shocking that we would lose in a fight against weapons that instantly bleed almost. Yeah, about that. Especially considering this weapon I'm using has not even 360 attack rating. Without a doubt, the worst Great Hammer class weapon. Hands down. Yeah, 359. Not even all the way up there. It's pretty sad. I knew that fight wasn't going to go well, but man, I was hoping I'd be at least able to do a little bit better than that. Not a shock that I couldn't, but I was hoping. But that's okay. Something that you just need to come to expect when you're fighting against those swords. They're just extremely damaging, they bleed extremely quickly, and there's really not a whole lot that you can do against it. I mean, the fact that they have bleed, they can be infused with bleed, and then they can still be buffed. Needless to say, it's a tad absurd. Are you using the damn things too? That's not what I need in my life. No, he's using the daggers. Okay. So he's going to be doing a lot of quick stepping. So this weapon's bread and butter is the 4-hit combo, simply due to the fact that there's really not a whole lot else you can actually go for with it. Fortunately, my hyper armor is actually pretty decent with this thing. Otherwise, that would have been a very, very unpleasant fight. Yeah. Needless to say, this weapon is kind of garbage. But the garbage will do, as they say. So, we can at least do some decent work with it. I wish that there was some way that would actually be really good. Like, if some infusion on this thing could just make it truly a fantastic weapon, I would be extremely excited about that. Like if it got an extra bonus super damage awesome scaling from luck. Like if a hollow infusion was put on it and it gained some ridiculous scaling to make it actually decently damaging, I'd like that in life. I would like that very much, but that's not the case. Even its riposte damage, it leaves a bit to be desired. That's gonna get me. There we go, though. Parries are on point. That's a good thing. That will most likely be our main source of damage while using this weapon. And the little freezes are, of course, still a thing. That apparently is due to the previous patch. It's not just me, it's everyone. Needless to say, FromSoft, wow. Just wow. How bad do you have to be to not test out a patch and not realize that it causes freezing on people's games? Like, it's not even because of the hardware I'm using. because I have a pretty damn good computer, as you guys probably know. I've already explained this in the past. I've got a damn good graphics card, I've got a good processor. It's running at 4.8 gigahertz. I mean, come on now. 4.8. That's a tad excessive for 99% of things that the average person will do. I mean, yes, I'm recording and whatnot, that's not necessarily average, but hey. That range though. And yes, that is apparently a very difficult weapon to use. Classy with the point down and the slow walk. Awesome. Yeah, I got some comments the other day saying that that weapon is actually really difficult to use because it's slow and has bad hyper armor, and because its skill is actually difficult to hit with. Never mind the 4-hit combo, never mind the really good hyper armor, and never mind the reach that it has, because it's actually got a fairly deceptive reach as well. Oh, and never mind the quick running attacks. But hey, I don't know what I'm talking about. Here I am, though, with my refined wooden hammer, dealing 359 attack rating with its guaranteed 4-hit combo. Meanwhile, 585 with the guaranteed 4-hit. BB scaling, high base damage, massive scaling bonus off of that, 322. You know, it's a thing. It's a thing, but hey, you don't hear me complaining about it. Sword Spear, okay. I did level up a tad, actually. I'm level 103 now. I threw a little bit into Intelligence and Faith just so I can use a little bit wider of a variety. That damage, though. That range, though. Oh yes, the well, what is it? Yep. Classy. Not a shock. That thing, its damage, it's not surprising. The damage, the speed that it has. The range surprised me a little bit at the end there. But overall, if you just compare one weapon to the other, mine to his, it's clearly in favor of the user of his weapon, not mine. Even if the situation was reversed, it doesn't matter. Just pair the two weapons against each other. It's pretty clear which one will be in the hands of the winner. Excuse me. Any day now. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Losing my voice a tad, apparently. I talk too much. Maybe I should just try being quiet. Nah. So, some people have actually mentioned that they would prefer these videos if I did it slightly differently, cutting out the in-between times in fights, where I'm just sort of talking around, derping around with the moveset, so on and so forth. You know, sometimes I do continue the conversation from the fight into that time period, but that's something that I would continue to do if I'm like mid-thought on something. I would just keep talking. Witch's Lock's not a bad weapon right there. 1 buff, 2 buffs, sippy sippy, 3 buffs, he wants me to chase him, and he'll go for rolling attacks as punishes. Which is the viable strategy. It's what you should do with the whip. I just like a single hit, please. Spammy spam spam. Bravo, bravo. Now had I been using a faster weapon, again, then that would have gone very differently. The startup on my attack is too slow to punish that, and because it's too slow, either I play defensively, which I hate doing, or I attempt to start the attack and hit him during my my what's-a-madoos frames. The frames where my hyper armor is active, and too slow of a startup to actually get that to happen. Oh well. Not the best range, not the best damage. I mean, let's be honest now. I have the minimum stats for that whip, and I could put it on and have higher damage. I mean, come on now. It's got a better moveset. Becca's yelling on the phone in the other room. It's got a better moveset, it's faster. Yes, it is split damage, sure, but come on now. We all know who would win the fight there. Overall, this weapon is garbage. That is the gist of it. This weapon is garbage. It's a worker's tool, intended to grind flesh and bone to prepare for burial, rather than use in battle. And now the Weeping Angels are coming. Oh no. I am terrified. They're coming even though I'm looking at them. That is truly a scary thing. Hi, friend. Sorry, but I didn't trust what you were doing. Oop. Little freeze. The tings and death. Yes, bravo. Fast weapon versus slow weapon. Again. It's all based on the weapon you're using. That's really all that it comes down to. Yes, he used it well. I'll give him that. Shame that he only spammed running attacks and a couple R1s. That's a really good weapon otherwise. It's got a great R2, it's got a great skill. But hey, he didn't need it. It's not really even necessary at all when you've got someone who you're fighting who's using a really bad out of 10 weapon. But I was requested to use it, so I will use it, and for the full duration, because I am in fact a glutton for punishment. In case you guys can't tell, I don't like this weapon, and I am expecting to lose these fights. It should be the expectation, in all honesty. I mean, come on, any other great hammer... Let's just go down the line. Over 500, over 600, over 5, 6, 5, 5, almost 6. Not even 360. Over 450 has the ability to work with a Leo ring. Over 5, over 5, over 5, over 5. I mean, come on. Even most hammers have a better weapon or a better attack rating than mine. Even this does. And it's got a better moveset because it is, in fact, faster. Hi, friend. The only thing this has going for it is that combo. Which is something you can, in fact, rely on pretty reliably. Especially when you have parry kings. Because that R1 can, in fact, not be parried. So... there's that. But, needless to say, that's really all this weapon has going for it. But that said, we are almost at that 14-minute, 15-minute point, so that's close enough. Screw it, we're switching over. I actually want a weapon I can feel good about using, and that will be the case with this one. It's got a good moveset. It's regular bastard sword style moveset, which is good enough. The nice thing about it is the stance, though, because this weapon is one you obtain by combining Lothric's Holy Sword and Lorien's Ultra Greatsword. Ooh, that's a fun Greatsword you're using. As such, it's actually got both of their... I'll just nope away from that one. No? What are you attempting to do, sir? If you're gonna be so offensive. He wanted the parry, and he wanted it bad. I'm actually just gonna run back to the bonfire and get some focus points. That said, I've got the shield on, so whatever. I don't need him. I don't need him. I will use this, though. Excuse me. Again. I think I fought this guy once already. Stir. STR. Strength, I'm assuming. Just because, you know, I am excellent with my deductive reasoning skills. Truly, top notch. I'm a regular plain old Sherlock Holmes. No, just because I'm good at noticing things does not mean I am extremely dense at times. You know, it happens. That's just the way it is. So yeah, with this weapon, I love the fact that it's got a good moveset. I love the fact that it's got both skills, both weapon arts. Yes, yes, this is you. That's correct. Why did I summon you again? That's it. Yeah. Okay, I'll just stand there. That's cool. So cocky. So cocky. Because those weapons don't guarantee easy wins. Why did I summon him again? What made me think that was a good idea? I guess I forgot that that's who it was that was using those. Well, on the bright side, we do have our focus points back. Things that should not exist in the game. Guaranteed 4-hit combos, 360-degree parries, and weapons that stun-lock you until you bleed. So, those primarily because they can be infused and buffed, and they already have innate. Jeez, can't even talk. Innate bleed already existing on there. Like, that would be the equivalent of me infusing and being able to buff this, except actually having it do, you know, a solid amount of damage. Is that even a thing? Can I do that? No, you can't. Shocking. Ew. Ew. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with a great shield. And you're using a dark sword too, you know. I'm just gonna pop that on because I'm not dealing with this. Because the dark sword is balanced. Because it doesn't have really, really long range and deal more than most greatswords. Wow, that looks extremely stupid. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And great shields. Great shields are too good. But that's my rant. That is my rant. Great shields are too good. Shield piercing abilities are too bad. If I ever summon that guy again, I'm pulling out an S-Stock because it actually has a better shield piercing ability than the Shotel. Or Shotel, rather. And that alone is pretty sad. I mean, come on. Yes, I realize thrusting swords are meant to pierce through armor. I understand that. I get the premise of it. That's why they are focused on thrusting. They're meant to get in between the gaps in the armor and to just poke holes through them. That makes sense. And having the shield splinter ability is perfect. But when you have a weapon that is literally specified to sneak around the defenses of shields, and its R2s literally only do 92 damage when it's got 390 attack rating, I mean... yeah, about that. Oh, my God. If I was not out of water, I would drink some, but I am, in fact, out of water. I apologize. Yet again, I do, in fact, apologize. Now, if this guy ever decides he wants to make it down here, that would be wonderful. It's annoying, dealing with these weapons over and over. Everyone always offhanding a cestus, everyone always using a great shield, everyone always using really fast pokey weapons that have no business dealing that much damage, or slashy weapons, whatever you prefer. Claymore is a nice change of pace, though. You done with that running around? Okay, I didn't want to go into my skill at all. And thank you for having stamina, but there we go. Okay, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. I am sorry, but I'm going to go run and get some water. Because I need some. I'm going to summon someone, hope that they don't get here before I get back here. Something just disconnected from my computer. It wasn't my controller, so I don't care. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Almost. On the other side of my computer, I am running around. Are they there? Am I in the middle of dying? I think I just saw the thing saying they came into the world. So I am in fact safe. Success! I made it. Hello. Hello, friend. Okay, let's do this. A katana, I can manage. Bleeding katana, I can still manage. R1 spam, okay. No. Ouch. Tried to roll, couldn't roll. Bleed buff katanas and R1 spam. Gotta love it. I always expect that they'll stop spamming. I don't know why I always have that faint hope. I never should. I never should. You would think after playing this game since Demon's Souls, I would actually know better by now. You would think. I expect too much out of people. I guess that's really what it is. But hey. Just gotta roll with the punches. I am going to drink some water. Give me 1 second. Or 2. Okay, that's better. My throat feels less horribly dry. So, that's a good thing. That's progress in the right direction. We have that going for us. Maybe now that I'm not concerned about my throat being in pain, we'll actually maybe do a little bit better because I'm not actually focused on it. Twin axes! There's a weapon I haven't seen someone use in a long time. Hello, friend. Alright, what do you got? A buff, because why not? that tracking, though. I do like this weapon. I do wish that its L2 with skill would be a little bit more useful. I don't find it to be very good. The speed and everything of it, the fact that you need to be close to actually get decent damage out of it. The fact that its L1 has more range, it goes farther than the L2 does. You know, I don't find it to be very useful. Really, I just like the skill of Lothric's Holy Sword better than of Lorien's. So, it is what it is. Next episode, though, it's about that time where we pick what we're doing. I've already decided, actually. Morion Blade is next on the list. And with that, I actually don't know what I'm going to use. Is that an S-Stock? That is, in fact, an S-Stock. Dude! Not cool. Really? You get outplayed and you start to... trying to dangle me. I can heal too, buddy. Thing is, I have more Estus than you. Oh, see, that was the wrong attack. Oh, come on, really? Oh, and I'm gonna die now because, oh no, he doesn't have a Hornet Ring. I'm still probably going to die now because he finally got the parry he had been seeking. Ha! Really? Classy. What a classy individual he was. Because he's totally not desperate for a win with that strategy. How many times did I win over him? How many times did I get him down to, like, no health? You gotta love people who are so desperate for a win that they heal in a duel. Never mind the fact he was using an S-Stock and attempting to parry so hard. You gotta love it. You just gotta love it. Voltaire. I read one of his books a while back. It was decent. Can't complain too terribly much. I actually don't even remember the name of the book that I read. It started with a C. I don't remember what it was. I honestly don't. It's kind of bad. It was 3 years ago, though. Oh, that's not even his name. I just misread it. Cool. Voltaire? I don't know. Not the same guy as the one I was thinking of. Definitely a different name. Close, but not quite. Whoops. And what are you using? A Murakumo. Not a bad weapon. And again, another weapon that needs a nerf with Spin Slash. No, thank you. Oop, death. Because he got me into that combo yet again. And that would have been a guaranteed 4-hit combo yet again. Because that's such a difficult combo to land, after all. Yep. About that. Sorry guys, I guess I'm complaining too much. People complained that I've been complaining too much. So, you know. It is what it is. My complaints are not valid complaints, I guess. My opinions on these matters are not worth having. So letting it be known when I disagree with something that's done in the game is just not a thing that I should do. Constructive criticism is all well and good, but complaining that I'm complaining when my complaints are not unfounded, that's a little bit silly. And now that I've said that, I bet I'm going to get complaints about me complaining that people are complaining about me complaining. Calling it. I know it's going to happen. And then it's just going to get more complicated from there. And it'll go on and on and on. It's a vicious cycle, guys. I really do hate that little freeze that keeps happening, though. I really, really can't stand it. Is this the same guy? No, it's a different guy. He's using a different curved greatsword. A lot of people are using these now. It's a nice change of pace, I will definitely admit that. That said, the whole 4-hit combo I could do without, but hey. Hi. Are we done? No, of course not. We need a buff. There we are. Let's turn this around, because this is silly. There we go. And on that note, guys, we are in fact going to end things. So, like I said, we are going to pick up the Morion Blade for the next episode. And for the secondary weapon, why the hell not? We'll use the Exiled Greatsword, just cause. I'm in the mood for it. Some nice easy 4-hit combos sound good to me. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this one. Lost a fair bit, but you know what? It's all based on the weapons you use, more than anything else. So, it is what it is. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.